This week is Gamescom, a big event where a bunch of gaming developers and publishers get together and share their newest and greatest tech and games and products as a chance to showcase everything you got going on to really sell yourself. Now, a lot of people out there, somewhere, probably Japan, have been saying that Xbox is not the king, and this is just ridiculous. They're implying that Xbox doesn't have exclusives, or doesn't have games that are interesting or fun, or all of the interesting games are just on the PS4. I mean, come on. This claim is absolutely ridiculous, and I wanted to prove it to you right now, so we're gonna go through everything they showed off. Now, one of the things you have to admire about Xbox is the fact that they stick to their guns. Even when everything else is going against them, they say, no, we're sticking to our guns. We're going to do what we said we were going to do. Sony's out there saying, no, we won't go to Gamescom. We have a bunch of upcoming games, Lost Legacy. We got a big Horizon Zero Dawn DLC expansion coming out. We got all this cool stuff. No, we are Xbox. We are strong. And we are going to stick to our guns and talk about the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. Now, I know they said that they were just going to call it
Xbox One X.
But, you know, this proves my point even more, because they're not going back on it and going with the better name of Project Scorpio. They're actually going with their initial guns and sticking to them when they previously went back on whatever. We'll talk about it, whatever. Now, in addition to showing off the Xbox One Project Scorpio Edition, which is apparently just what it is, they also showed off a bunch of games and the fact that it can play in 4K. That's like a bunch of Ks, which means that it is even better in terms of Ks than Sony's stuff. And they even put up a bunch of pictures of it. Like, look at these. These are beautiful. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, because so many Sony ponies say the same thing. They're like, hey, this looks like a panini press. No, it doesn't. If anything, it looks like a super sleek and sexy panini press, okay? Like, that's the kind of panini press Gordon Ramsay uses, okay? Like, that's a high-end panini press for, like, real estate agents and ambassadors. That's what that panini press is. And look, you can even spin it around on the website, because that's a cool thing. It says, hello from Seattle. They're greeting you. You aren't going to find that on your PS4. And if you spin around, you can see all, like, this event stuff and all sorts of plugs that you're never going to use. But that's just the thing, is it's so awesome. They give you stuff you don't even need. That's how considerate Xbox is. They're very kind. And then you even go down, they show off a bunch of, like, games that they're gonna have, like Forza, which a lot of people play. Super Lucky's Tale, which is very gritty and serious, very narrative based. Definitely steep competition for what Sony's putting out. State of Decay 2, which definitely isn't gonna be a glitchy mess. I would have a lot of faith in that. Crackdown 3, which is probably realistically the most incredible game that's coming in 2017. Oh wait, they delayed it to 2018. Point proven, 2017 couldn't even handle Crackdown 3. That's how awesome it's gonna be. And of course, Sea of Thieves, the best game no one's talking about. But they also showed off a bunch of trailers too. Like, I don't even need to really explain this to you. I'll just show you these games that you get to play on the Scorpio and how incredible they are. Like, just watch. Okay, like Ancient Egypt, brah, you're not getting this anywhere else. Well, aside from the PS4 Pro and the PC, but still, like, look at this. You can play it. Sorry, I kind of lost focus, lost my train of thought there for a second. I actually, all jokes aside, I'm very excited for Assassin's Creed Origins. This next one is graphically, like, so amazing you aren't gonna believe it, and that's just because it's running on the Scorpio. Power you aren't gonna get anywhere else. So check this out. I don't even need to explain. I'll let it speak for itself. well, it's pre-rendered, but it's still like this graphic stuff you're not gonna get anywhere else, unless of course you're watching this on your PS4 or phone. And I know what you're thinking again. I see a mile ahead of you. This looks like a mobile game that you're like plopping crap down, and it looks kind of cheaply made, and this is even after it's all been pre-rendered. So it's not that great anyways. And even then, this isn't an exclusive. It's also coming to the PS4 and PC. I know what you're thinking. And to all that, I would say... And then they showed off some more Recore, which everyone loved so much last year that they decided to just re-release it because people didn't really play it, but they just, you know, it's so good that they know it's good and they're releasing it again, not as a money grab or an attempt to just cash in on a game that didn't sell very well, but because it's so good, they want to give people the chance to play it on the Scorpio. Okay, and a lot of people say that like Xbox is now going more for the kids market. They've kind of given up on the adult market that Sony's taken over with their grittier, darker, more adult and mature games. Blah, blah, blah. Look at this. Like, they are targeting an older demographic, and they're really focusing on that with these new Xbox versions and packages they're releasing. I mean, I know that's what you're thinking, and this is not. Oh my God. I mean, like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, okay, Xbox, it's not perfect. They've got some stuff cooking. They got Crackdown 3. They got Sea of Thieves. They got Cuphead. They got all this stuff coming. I mean, it's not like Sony has great games to play that you can't play on Xbox. I mean, there's almost no reason at all, literally no reason actually, now that I said it out loud, to buy a PS4 as opposed to an Xbox. I mean, what, like Horizon Zero Dawn, more like boring Eisen 7 Dawn, and like Bloodborne, more like Snoozeborn. And Uncharted, like Uncharted in boredom. Oh wow! Oh wow! He just blew that. That looks pretty cool. But even like upcoming stuff, like Xbox is way ahead. They got freaking Cuphead. Sony doesn't have Cuphead. What do they have? Like Days Gone. Like, okay, sorry, Last of Us ripoff. I get that was game of the generation last time around, but like this is just this open world version of that. That's lame. That's really lame. And like, what else? Like, you have friggin' like God of War, I guess. With oh, dude, he just punched me in the face. That's pretty out. I mean, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because these are all boring games. These are like movies. They're interactive movies. Like, watch a movie if you want to do that. Why would you play a video game? It's stupid. It looks stupid. Doesn't look fun at all. But okay. Sarcasm all aside, I do want to honestly say, I understand Xbox is trying to be very respectful to the consumer. They want to show straight up, listen guys, we're not going to just put exclusives out there for the sake of exclusives. We want to give these games to as many people as possible, let them all experience it as easily as possible, essentially. And I get that. I appreciate that. I can understand that. And as a consumer, I love that. But also, in just plain business terms, you have to give the customer some reason to buy your product as opposed to your competition's. And Sony has all these games that are exclusive, that are coming out, that are playable, that are fun, that are wow, just inducing. And Xbox has delayed all of theirs, or they've launched and no one's played them. I mean, I don't play on the PlayStation 4 because I hate Xbox or Windows. I have a Windows PC, for goodness sake, that I'm using to make this video and that I game on almost every single day. I love video games in general, but I have no reason to buy an Xbox if I can play that game on Windows or if I can play it on my PS4, where I'm already getting a bunch of exclusives that I wouldn't be able to play on an Xbox. The Scorpio was supposed to be the savior of Xbox. It was supposed to come along and blow everyone away to the point where they had to get a Scorpio. There was no way they could go about their gaming career and hobby without owning an Xbox One X Scorpio edition, whatever it was going to be called. But now, all Xbox has handed us is relaunches or special trailers that are upscaled from other versions of the game that you can play on any other platform. It gives people literally no reason to get an Xbox. And if Xbox continues down this path, Sony's just going to keep on winning. But whether you agree or disagree, I'm just thankful that you watched the video. Hopefully you got a kick out of it. I had fun making it. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. I read them all. And or join our Discord and follow me on Twitter, and then we can talk all the time over there. Also, I have weekly or bi-weekly critiques that come out. Just depends on what game I'm doing, that are usually long form, about an hour long. And then I also do a weekly podcast that's about an hour long as well. We have a great time, and we'd love to see you there. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.